choose to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's guilt ring.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day.
This is COLM working for IFL TV. Tony Sims. Tony, that was a really tough fight for Conor, but actually looking back on it in hindsight now, how important was it that he got those rounds in and had an experience like this tonight?
Yeah, it was ultra important. 18 months out of the ring, and I said to him afterwards, you forget about how hard the rounds get in a tough fight. You do forget about it, and the guy was super tough. He took some great shots, and to be honest, in the third round when the shots hitting him, I didn't think he was gonna keep up. But fair play to him. He was in there the whole time. But you don't want to be a fighter taking that many shots like that in your career.
Be honest with me. When you sat down with Conor and you tried to convince him, look, let's take a fight. It's worth it. Get you back into the feel of things. One, did you ever envisage something like that? And two, would you have wanted something like that, really?
Yeah, of course not. But I looked at his record, and he's been a pro since he was 16, and he's never been stopped in 38 fights. So I know that he's lost 3 fights, and technically he ain't the greatest boxer, but man, he's a tough guy, and there was big bombs hitting him flush as well. It weren't as though they weren't hitting him flush; they was hitting him flush on the chin. And as I say, fair play to him. He's a very tough man. I don't really see anyone really stopping him in his career.
Is that the type of fighter you believe that goes to the UK and gives the other people in the division maybe a problem?
Well, that's what Eddie Hearn said afterwards. He said, "I need to bring him over to the UK and see who can stand, see who can stand up to him." He's a real tough fighter, and he's never fought out of Mexico either. So it was his first time in the US, and fair play to him. He took his chance, and he stood up for 10 rounds.
How happy are you now that you can put one side of this whole fiasco to bed and finish everything now, and Conor can get back to enjoying fighting again?
Yeah, sure, and that 10 rounds there, as you say, will do him a world of good and sharpen him up and get ready for his next fight. And we'll see what's next, but that's definitely done him good, that fight.
Eubank Jr. next. He's had a little bit of a pop at Conor on social media already. Do you believe that fight can happen in December? Does Conor look okay after this?
Yeah, maybe. Conor will have a lot of options. He's got options down at 147, obviously, and if that fight can be made, then it'll be made. But I'm just pleased that he's boxed, won, and now he can move on and he's got the rust off of him. He can move on now.
Do you have any issue with Conor fighting Eubank at 160, or do you believe that that's fine?
No, I mean, he boxed there at 154, and as you can see, he was punching hard still. Guy was just super, super tough, So, you can still see the power there. He needed 10 rounds to get the rust off him, and I believe in his next fight he'll be better.
Mizzy Rose and George Lillard out next week. Looking forward to those two getting back.
Yeah, definitely. They're both good prospects. I've got my other kid making his debut, Jimmy Sains, as well, and obviously Jordan Thompson fighting for the world title. So, I'm looking forward to next Saturday.
Busy week for you then?
Very busy, yeah.
Tony, thank you very much for your time. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Clive.
Choose to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's guilt ring.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day.